Hello, everyone, and shout out to you as you tune up into the building with your girl Siren on the Siren Speak Show. Hey, y'all. Hello, and thank you guys for being so patient with your girl as I take unnecessary vacations because I can do that. I am so glad I am not one of the ones who have to be glued to this YouTube, honey, and just like all day. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, good Lord. But shout out to y'all, okay? And thank you to everyone who come in and give the video a big old fat thumbs up. I appreciate it. Yes, I do. Okay, y'all, today by the title, there's been a lot going on, honey. And yes, your girl see it, okay? I see it. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And we're going to talk about it, okay? Child. Okay. So yeah, we're going to talk about all of the latest shenanigans, you guys, that are going on in the news. All right. Like I say, your girl Siren is, I turn a blind eye to none of it, honey. I see it and hear it too. So I feel like I'm just off. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the computer. Y'all. All right. I got to look at the title because it was quite a few people that I was just listening it all, honey. Siren was seeing it all, y'all. When I say Siren was seeing it all, I was seeing it all. Hey, everybody. Hey, y'all. To everyone who's tuning up into the building. Hello. Hey, y'all. Hey, Debbie. How are you? Hey, y'all. Hey, to everyone who's going to tune in and watch the playback. Look at my colors. Lies. It's beige. How? Stop being lazy. Like like the rose gold or something, or dark color. Okay. Hey, y'all. All right. So look, we're going to talk about it, y'all. And we're just going to listen to Siren Speak on a Siren Speak show as I give you guys my opinion in regards to the latest topics. Okay. Let me see who all came up, chat, because if they didn't send me a notification, I'm going to be a little perturbed. Yes, I am. Okay, yes. All right, so we got it, honey. Siren is now live, y'all. Okay, so we got Jay-Z, Beyonce, okay, Jaguar WRIGHT, YouTube checks causing chaos, Tina Knowles, UFOs, and much more. Okay. So, y'all, the reason I talk about anything that comes up in the topics is because, over here in the third dimension, or what we know of as America, they don't tend to tell us the truth. You know what I'm saying? They put out what they want us to know. Okay, they tend to leave out just a little bit of details, and Siren is just going to give you her take on it all. Okay. So shout out to you, you guys. And if you have any questions that, or any opinions or anything that you want, yes. Here, fill this up for me. You can put it in the chat, you guys, in the comment section, and we'll go from there. So, y'all, okay, so they've been talking about this whole Jay-Z thing, y'all. All right. They've been talking about this whole Jay-Z situation with him allegedly partaking in some sort of assault of a young woman with Diddy back in the day. All right. So there have been so many media stories about, is it true? Is it not true? Is it true? Is it not true? What's going to go down? A lot of people want to know what it is that is going on in this situation. So we're going to talk about it. Okay. We're going to call on the ancestors. Yes, we are. Why I look blue from over there? It is? Boo, I thought it was black. All right, so we're going to talk about it, you guys. We're going to look into this whole Jay-Z situation, and I do have my cards here that I'm going to use, okay? And I'm just going to give my opinion on what it is that I, think is going on in regards to this case. Is this young lady telling the truth? What is it that's going on? Because this is the weirdest case. Honestly, if you ask Siren, you guys, I am coming to you from the future, okay? And actually, I'm also sometimes coming at you from the past, okay? So some of the things that I speak have happened a long time ago, or they haven't occurred yet in this dimension. So if you ask Siren, Jay-Z is already in jail, okay, and has been in jail. Okay, we're just catching up. That's why none of it makes sense. Okay, because the third dimension is just playing out what has already happened. Okay, so it's like that. It's kind of like being pregnant and not knowing it. You know what I'm saying? But you're pregnant. But just because you don't know it, that don't mean you're not pregnant. Remember, we find out we find out we pregnant when we probably like what 6 weeks? 3 to 6 weeks maybe. Some people could be pregnant and not know it at all. But when it comes to this young lady, this little case here, you guys, that's going on with this lady, there are some secrets. Okay, there's a lot of hidden things. I do feel like this lady was drugged. I do feel like she was given a drink. I do feel like that. This lady was drugged, but the thing about it, she came one way and left a totally different way. Okay, she came as one person, but when she left, there's a totally different situation. There's a total, her energy shifted. Her energy shifted. Okay, something happened with her frequency. This is just time for it to come out. I do feel like this is a legitimate case. I do not feel like this young lady is lying. I'm not saying she's not lying. I'm saying I don't feel like this lady is lying. Okay. I do feel like this is a legitimate case, you guys. I do feel like it's just we're in the age of Aquarius where the truth is coming out. And a lot of people are saying, well, why hasn't this come out before? It wasn't safe. Okay. It wasn't time, you guys. There's a thing called divine timing where things happen according. It's kind of like if somebody why isn't the sun out? Okay, when it's time for the sun to come out, guess what? The sun is going to come out not a minute, not a second, not an hour before then. Okay, when it's time for the sun to rise, the sun will rise. And right now it is time for this information to come out in the third dimension. Like I said, I strongly believe this has already taken place in a higher court in the spirit realm. You guys, this is nothing new. It's just we are finally getting it down here in this dimension. Okay, so do I feel like this young lady? I do feel like this happened when she was younger. And now that she's older and mature, it's just time for this to come out, y'all. We just have to let nature take its course because that's what's happening here. Okay, that is what is happening here. Okay. All right. So and I'm only going to go as far as what's in the news. I'm not going any further or looking into this young lady, looking into her history. I would not be tapping into her energy. We're tapping into the news, the energy of the news, to see what it is that, we need to know about these situations. Now, will this situation make it to court with Jay-Z and all of that stuff? I do see a judgment. So there is either a guilty or a not guilty, which it looks more like they may have a lot of evidence in regards to this. So with that being said, what does this mean for us, you guys? A lot of us are holding on to things that happened to us when we were younger. Okay, something happened to a lot of us when we were younger that we need to let go of. Okay, now it's the time for you to cleanse, for you to detox, for you to purify yourself. So you definitely want to make sure that you look into whatever may have or may hurt you or bother you, okay, from your childhood. If it's a situation with a mature or older person that may have violated you, or maybe it could be an older friend, whatever it is, you guys, this is a great time for us to tap into all of those old energies and bring them up because they have to be released. If you ask me, Jay-Z is aware of this and he knew this was coming. Okay. He knew all of this was coming. He knew, it's almost like it's giving. He knows his destiny. He knows the path. He doesn't appear to be concerned, honestly, about this. Okay. He doesn't seem to be stressed or concerned. It's like he knows. It's kind of like when you're not afraid of death. Okay. You're not afraid to die. Right. So it's giving that type of energy right there. So I do believe that this young lady, you guys, is in fact telling a story that actually happened to her in some dimension. If it didn't happen in this one, it happened in some dimension. Okay. Next up, and then we're going to, after we go over this, you guys, we're going to move over into the relationship aspect of it. Okay. Of the live. Next up, Jaguar WRIGHT, you guys. Okay. well, since we did Jay-Z, we got to do Beyonce. Okay. So the only thing that comes up about Beyonce in this situation is she aware? Does Beyonce know about this situation? Is she aware of this situation? And also, we're going to look into the Kathy White news that has come up with the alleged mistress of Jay-Z. Okay. And did Beyonce have any involvement, okay, with Miss Kathy White's sudden demise? Okay. So we're going to see, does Beyonce know? Is she aware about this? Okay. This case, this situation, or this experience? Y'all, siren speaking. Okay. This is just siren speaking. It is not facto. This is for entertainment purposes only. Okay. Please be advised. But not only do I feel like Beyonce was aware, I feel like Beyonce was there. Okay. I do feel like she's looking. I feel like she's looking at it. Yeah. Virgo energy. I do feel like we're going to leave it at that. Okay. I don't feel like she was just aware. I do feel like she was also there looking. She saw it, or let's not put her there. Okay. This is alleged. Let's not put her there. Let's just say maybe she knew about it. Okay. Maybe she knew about it. Let's just put it that way. All right. And that's this young lady who, this at the time she said she was only 13 years old. Right. So let's just look into the Kathy White, because this is another story that's coming out. Okay. What is it that we need to know in regards to this? Okay. This Kathy White situation, this woman who was allegedly last known to be recorded as Jay-Z's alleged mistress. Okay. And her disappearance, or not even her disappearance, this woman has passed on. Okay. So we just want to look into the news story in regards to this. I know Beyonce has a song called, what is it, Daughter or something, or 16 Carriages as well, or 16 something child, that talks about her standing over a woman in a bloody dress and all this stuff. Okay. When it comes to Kathy White, okay, what do we need to know in regards to the news story, or of Beyonce's alleged connection? Okay, was she involved, or did she know of this woman? Okay, and these are just allegedly he may have had multiple. Okay, I just don't see one. I see multiple. However, I do feel like this woman may have had a conversation with Beyonce. I do feel like they may have known or had conversations, either text messages. There were text messages of some sort between the two of them. It's almost as if Beyonce is one of them wives who know all Jay-Z mistresses. Maybe Beyonce, he ain't come over here last night. I know he told you he was over here, but he wasn't. I think I know exactly where he was. All right, thank you. Okay, it's giving that type of energy. I do feel like there was some sort of poisoning with this woman as well. Okay, I don't know, a poisoning via a drink as well. Something kind of made her weak in the moment right before her passing. Okay, but what is Beyonce's connection with this woman? I do feel like they may have shared a conversation or two, a text message, or maybe Beyonce may have seen text messages from this woman to Jay-Z, but there's definitely some sort of communication. But I'm also getting stalking. I don't know if she was stalking Beyonce or Beyonce was stalking her. Okay, it's giving a little stalkerish right there, and I'm gonna shut it off right there because I ain't going too much further, honey. Okay, I ain't telling y'all what the hell I see outside. That's just enough in regards to the news that's being said. But there was some sort of stalking, okay, that was going on, or I don't know if it was physical stalking or maybe seeing the messages and all of that stuff. I don't know. But it does look like there may have been some sort of communication. All right. So let's move on to Jaguar WRIGHT, you guys. Okay. Now, when it comes to Jaguar WRIGHT, okay, there has been some, well, Miss Thing has been all over the news. Salute to Jaguar. And I don't really care to look into anything in regards to what Jaguar WRIGHT is saying, because there have been some people who have been trying to negate a lot of her, messages and things that she has said, saying that she's retracting some story that Jay-Z may have allegedly assaulted her in the past. It doesn't matter. Jaguar WRIGHT can come on here and say anything. I'm going to tell you why Jaguar WRIGHT is and always will be relevant. Okay? Who Jaguar WRIGHT is? Jaguar WRIGHT is a fire starter. Okay? She's a fire starter. She is the one who starts the fire to draw everybody's attention to something that's going on. And I'm going to tell you why, whether Jaguar WRIGHT was assaulted by Diddy and Jay-Z or not, it doesn't matter, y'all. We are overlooking the importance of her role. Her role was to start the fire, to get people to look in that direction. Okay, because the people who were over there getting burned were not able to say anything. Okay, everybody who allegedly was assaulted by Diddy and or allegedly assaulted by anybody else in the music industry, no one has started the fire that Jaguar WRIGHT has started to at least get these people investigated. Diddy is sitting where he is today because Jaguar started that fire. That's her role. You guys need to keep it going. Now that someone has opened the portal for you guys to come out and tell your story, that's what you guys need to do. Come out and tell your story. A lot of people feel like, oh, it's not safe. It is safe. I told y'all, according to Siren and for entertainment purposes only, Jay-Z already in jail. Okay, y'all ain't really seeing him. Y'all can't say y'all seen Jay-Z in years. I mean, honestly, you know what I'm saying? He has canceled all of his major, performances and major events. Y'all haven't seen this man. How do y'all know he's not in jail already? Okay. No one is seeing him. So to me, right, and in a higher dimension, Jay-Z is already in jail. Okay. It's just falling and trickling down into the third dimension. And it's starting to make sense to us. Oh, that's why we haven't seen him in a while. And perhaps, but it's a different type of jail. We're talking about a totally different dimension. All right. So yes, when it comes to Jaguar WRIGHT, I don't care to come on here and give her credit or discredit her in any way, shape, or form, because her role was to start the fire, just to get everybody to look in that direction. And because she started that fire, Diddy is behind bars right now for what he has done allegedly. And until he get his fair day in court, he will sit behind bars until, if they say he's not guilty, then he'll get out. So that's what she did. And you guys need to, well, not you guys, but people need to stop doing the wrong thing. You know how they had that thing back on Sesame Street? One of these kids is doing the wrong thing. What over here is all of these kids is doing the wrong thing. We're all focused on, is she lying? Did she tell? It doesn't matter, you guys. Diddy being behind bars is more than enough proof. Okay, Jay-Z being put in the news the way he has been put in the news, that's more than enough. No one has ever been able to get these two in the position that they are in today. Respect her role. She's the fire starter. Okay. I have seen this woman's name on platforms that I'm like, wow, even making the news. Okay, they're mentioning her. All of these people, oh, I got the facts. I got the proof. Ain't none of y'all being mentioned beyond YouTube. None of y'all being mentioned beyond YouTube. Okay, So let's stay in our lane, and y'all, let's let Jaguar do what Jaguar does. Let her start the fire and let her fan the flames, honey. Okay? If you guys want justice for these people who have allegedly been assaulted and abused and have been going through all of this stuff in life, then shh and just watch. Okay? Put on your binoculars and just watch. Okay? Everybody got to stop trying to prove a point. Everybody got to stop trying to outdo Jaguar. Everybody got, oh, why she ain't been sued yet? Why she ain't been sued? That's none of our business. She's a fire starter. She did exactly what she was supposed to do, period. Leave it alone, okay? Whether she lying about stuff, whether she telling the truth, it don't matter. Her lies have gotten further than all y'all truth, okay? So let things be, right? So now we're looking at YouTube checks causing chaos is what I wanted to talk about in regards to that. Y'all, listen, y'all taking these YouTube checks too serious, honey. Y'all out here back and forth and going against one another. You know, like y'all taking this stuff too dang on serious for these little YouTube checks. Y'all worrying about other people's numbers and stuff. Y'all feel like because somebody don't have 1 million followers that they're irrelevant or they're, you know, y'all got to stop. Y'all got to stop letting YouTube amp y'all head up to make you feel like because YouTube done or you done paid for all of these subscribers and numbers and stuff, none of y'all getting that legit. Because if it's all broken down, y'all will see 90% of that is bots. But you got to stop letting it get to your head or else God gonna have to humble you. That's all I got to say about that. YouTube checks causing chaos out here, all right? Now, allegedly, Beyonce's mom, okay, Miss Tina Knowles, likes a post, okay, that they put up about Jay-Z being linked to the Diddy situation, okay? She went on there and she liked it, and then she came back and said, y'all, I was hacked. I love Miss Tina, honey. I ain't gonna lie. Miss Tina always spilling the beans and then trying to retract. Okay, I remember before Beyonce gave birth to them twins, Miss Tina posted a IG post that said, "Welcome my grandbabies." It was a girl and a boy. I saw it. Okay, and it was crazy because I thought Beyonce had done gave birth because this was like late April. Okay, I thought Beyonce had done gave birth. Child, come to find out, Beyonce didn't give birth to them twins till June. I say, wait, hold up. So that's why I say, y'all, in different dimensions, you get to see things before they actually happen. So according to the third dimension, Beyonce gave birth to them babies in June. But honey, I seen it. I seen the post Miss Tina put up and then she took it down. Okay. Now I know I wasn't crazy because I'm going to tell you why. When I saw it, I was like, oh, Beyonce done had the babies. And then there was a YouTuber who talked about it. He posted on it. And I was like, that just kind of confirmed it. So not only did I see the post when I went to YouTube, somebody was talking about it, but child, all that done been scraped from the internet. But that guy, I don't know if his video's still up, but he was like, yeah, Tina posted, like, but they're saying Beyonce is still pregnant. And I'll be damned. I said, Beyonce have a girl and a boy, and that's what she had, a girl and a boy. So, you know, sometimes we make mistakes, honey, okay? But let's look into Miss Tina Knowles, y'all, in regards to did Tina like that on purpose? Okay, that's all we want to know. Did Tina like it on purpose? Or, you know, was Tina being shady? Okay. Tina saying, that's my lemonade right now. That's my lick back. Okay. Let's see if Miss Tina was just being shady, y'all. Was she being messy? Y'all. Y'all ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Let me get a little bit more real quick. Child, look like the third dimension, Miss Tina. The third dimension, Miss Tina didn't do it, but there's another person who may have done it. I do feel like, I don't know why I'm getting not really hacked, but I do feel like Miss Tina was hacked. I don't feel like Miss Tina did that, y'all. I don't feel like Miss Tina did that, or I don't feel like she did it on purpose. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, yeah, Miss Tina was being messy. I'm sorry. Miss Tina was being messy. Okay. Because I see another woman out here and I'm wondering that could be Beyonce. It's almost like Beyonce went in under Tina's page and did it. That's what I'm getting. Allegedly. Okay. Allegedly. Yes, somebody allegedly. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Either I ain't gonna say maybe it was Beyonce, maybe it was somebody else, but somebody seen it. Oh, it's like somebody got it on Tina's phone. Okay. But there's a whole bunch of women involved with this, y'all. Ooh, Jay-Z better sit his ass down, honey. He's surrounded by all these women, honey, and they are mad at him. It could be maybe Solange had Tina's phone allegedly, okay, and hit that like button. Somebody, I feel like either one of her children, somebody might have had her phone. Somebody might have had her phone, but I don't feel like Miss Tina was the one who actually did it. Okay, I don't feel like she was the one. Somebody who may have had her phone may have done that. Okay. All right. So shout out to Miss Tina. Okay. Next up, we got these UFOs, y'all, that they say out here in the sky. Let's look into this message here. Okay, they got these drones out here. Y'all been seeing them damn things for years. Now, they don't look like that. Now, the ones that they showing, honey, they ain't look like that. The ones I would always see, they more triangle. They not circle like that. But I've been seeing them damn things for years. And then there was one that I saw that was big. It was like probably bigger than a football field. It was maybe like the size of 2 football fields. That's how big it was. The one that I saw, nobody was, I'm driving and I just so happen to look up and I see it and I'm like, and I'm looking around at other drivers and they just like, everybody just driving and stuff. And I'm like, y'all don't see this up here? Now, granted, it was nighttime but you can see it like it was just hovering. And I pulled over because I was like, you know what? I'm going to get some footage of this because like, how is nobody seeing this? And when I pulled over, then I couldn't see it anymore. It was like it disappeared. As soon as I tried to get footage of it, it disappeared. So, but yeah, honey, let's look at these alleged UFO drones. Are there like aliens in there? Or is this some other sort of, shenanigan that they're pulling? I don't think aliens are in there, y'all. I don't think aliens are in there. I do feel like they're sending out frequencies, okay? Some sort of frequencies, and they're going to different states and cities. And this may be that alleged Men in Black wipe of the memory, Y'all say it, now you see it, now you don't type of stuff. Yeah, honestly, I don't feel like these are aliens. I do feel like this is some sort of tactic to go into the neighborhoods. I think y'all need to they covering something up, definitely. Okay. I do feel like what we need to do is protect our crown chakra. Something is definitely being covered up. Okay. I do feel like this is an attempt. It's over the food, you guys. It's some sort of energy coming from these things. I don't know what this energy is, but there is some sort of energy that's coming over. And I do feel like also it's affecting not just the weather, but people's emotions. It's affecting people's thoughts as well as people's emotions. I don't know if y'all been feeling like, if y'all ain't feeling like that, because I've been feeling like that lately. And I'm like, I don't get it. Like I get up and I don't feel that, or lately I haven't felt that oomph, like just the ability to create a plan. I'm just like, go with the flow. Like, don't give I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. To me, it's like I'm so chill. I feel like I'm too chill. Like, you too chill. Like, like not stressing about nothing. Like, really trying to stay optimistic, but really not stressing about stuff. There's been a lot going on and a lot to keep me like stressed, but I'm just like confused about a lot of things. But whatever these things are out there, child, listen, I'm telling y'all now, they up in that sky. Y'all better cover y'all head, honey, and y'all better keep y'all frequency high because I really feel like these energies, whatever they are, they're traveling through the sky. And Y'all, it got something to do. I really feel like it has something to do with health and food. Okay. I do feel like we may see a deterioration in health and something with the food as well, y'all. It's some sort of energy that I'm seeing coming from this. This may cause people to um argue. Life will seem like a burden. I do see a lot of maybe in 2025, it could be some sort of depression, you guys. Yeah, this is y'all, we got the damn devil, okay? I'm telling y'all, this is something to stop people from just being optimistic, having goals, having plans. It's really affecting people's vibe. And also the crops, wherever the farms, and also it's affecting the honestly, I feel like it's turning off people's spiritual gifts, okay? I do. I feel like it's turning off people's spiritual gifts. Whatever this is, this is like a frequency connected to whatever is being released from these things, y'all. It's some sort of frequency, okay? Some sort of frequency that energy. It's like I don't even know. It's like an EMF, you guys. It's giving off some sort of, and they just traveling around releasing this energy. So I would definitely say, keep your frequency up, okay? Patreon will go a little bit deeper, but y'all keep your frequency up, okay? I'm telling y'all now. Everybody is saying, why don't y'all just shoot them out the sky? Why don't y'all just shoot them out the sky? Because these things are releasing programming. I feel like there's some sort of program that's coming around, and just getting people to do, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is on that. All right, so that's pretty much it on the T, okay? So now we are going to talk about the relationship. Y'all know we love to talk about love over here because a lot of you be reaching out. I'm looking at the questions now. Siren! Siren! Girl, when you go over there talk about y'all know how it is, okay? So there are two things. Siren, how do I know if he is here for me? Okay. It's not about whether he's there for you. It's not. I think as women, once we understand the role of a man, okay, we can then choose if he's going to be there. Period. Whether he's there for you or not. Okay. He could be there because he just needs a place to stay. But do you need him there? Now, he will always be there for you if you do it right. If you be smart about why you have a man in your life, especially that close to you where he is now sleeping in your bed. So when you are out, okay, you laying next to him, if you feel that comfortable, then guess what? You have to find out why he's there for you. Why do you have him there? Is he there for you? Why do you have him there? If you don't have a purpose for him being there, then why is he there? You know what I'm saying? Now, another thing that came up that I didn't want to talk about, but I told this young lady I would mention it. Is he there for me or my daughter? Y'all, we definitely have to make sure that we do screen tests. If you are with a guy who is not the biological father of your children, before you introduce this man to your children, okay, you definitely have to make sure you do some major screening. Okay. You have to make sure you do some major work. Okay. Digging up, honey. I would say look at his credit score as well. How much does he care about himself? You want to be able to check his computer and things of that nature. You want to go through his phone, make sure he ain't got no, crazy photos and stuff in there. You want to do your due diligence, okay? You got to do your research on him. You definitely do. And that's really honestly any man, because a lot of women, either come up missing or are found deceased from dealing with men, okay, who they didn't do the research on, who they didn't check out, okay? And you got to look at their mental health. You got to look at their past. Y'all ask the right questions. Ask him about his history. Are you close to your siblings? Do you have any siblings? How do you feel about being an only child? What was your relationship like with your father? Okay, if your father wasn't in your life, how do you feel about that? How do you handle, the frustration towards your father for him not being a part of your life? Like, you got to see how they react to things, how they respond to things. Before you go to introducing these men to your children, okay? Before you go to, bring, and especially moving them into the house. One thing about a man who may be a predator is he is going to say the right things. He is going to ask questions about your children. He is going to interview the hell out of you, and see, you won't even know it. Oh, she's so cute. When is her birthday? Oh, what's she like? What type of candy she like? What type of toy she like? And then he may, buy that child, a lot of things. Oh, I want to get her this. Oh, he's always going to want to be around. Oh, I'm ready to meet your children, or I'm ready to meet your daughter. Anytime a man suggests that, woo, 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 red flag. Okay, if he's so ready to meet your daughter, so ready to meet your son, so ready to meet your children, red flag. Okay, you shouldn't be ready to meet my children. You will meet my children when I am ready to introduce you to my children. And sometimes men will look at your social media and know so much about your children, and they don't even tell you. This is how smart they can get. Well, they'll study you. If they like you, they'll, study your pictures. Oh, that's her daughter. Oh, so her birthday is such and such. Oh, and she likes such and such. She like this, she like that. So they don't even have to ask you none of the questions. Now they done got with you, and now they done moved in your house, and now they buying your daughter everything that she like. Okay? Because they already know, they already done studied her. You guys, so we definitely have to make sure that we're making the right moves when we're meeting someone, and definitely introducing them to your children. How soon should you introduce him to your children? Honey, after he spent a certain, dollar amount, and after you've done the full research. Okay, I'm telling you, you can't make it easy for these men to be a part of your life when you have children. You definitely have to mandate that, he is someone who's very supportive, okay? Because if you don't require nothing from a man, he gonna move in your house yesterday. So you definitely got to make sure you say, listen, these are my bills. How much can you pay? And you make sure he paid for about a year before you move him in. Okay. Get to know him. Like I said, that gives you enough time to do your research, because you got to get to know people. Okay. You really, truly got to get to know people. Siren, should my friend drop off my man? I don't know what that means. Okay. Should my friend drop off my man? I don't know what that means. Like, maybe give him a ride. Child, your man shouldn't be needing a ride anyway. I don't know about a man needing a ride like that. You know what I'm saying? He should have his own vehicle, and they got Uber. Okay. Long as they got Uber, your friend ain't never got to drop him off. All right. They got Uber. So no, keep your friend away from your man. That is just two separate relationships. I know some people say, I'm confident in myself. It doesn't matter how confident you are. It doesn't matter. And we're not saying that a man is going to cheat. We're not saying that the friend, keep them, just do as much preventative work as you possibly can. Okay. Keep your man over here and your friend over there. Because trust, you don't know until you become a purified psychic where you know everything that's going on in somebody's head, because you never know. People will be around you for 20, 30, 40 years, and you never know or knew that they had a crush on your man, or they was wishing that that was their husband instead of yours. They ain't going to tell you that. Okay. So until you know all of her thoughts, okay, until you know what goes on up in here in her head, full throttle, keep her away. Keep her at bay, especially if you know you're not married and that's just your boyfriend. Child, she's competition. I'm sorry. She's competition. And that's the only way you're going to win, is if you eliminate the competition, not invite them to dinner, not have them over your house all the time. You have to eliminate the competition. Okay. So no, your friend should not be able to drop your man off. Okay. She should not have his phone number. In the case of an emergency, call my mama, my auntie, or my sister. You ain't got to call my man. Okay. Period. All right. Hold on, you guys. Let me see some other questions. Is it rude to get food to go on a date? Hey, Anisha, is it rude to get food to go on a date? No, it's not rude. It's a little tacky, y'all. I mean, come on now. Like, even don't even let him be like, oh, well, this for my daughter. No, no. You go there, you enjoy your meal. Okay. If you feel like you need another meal, damn, okay. But then get another date. I'm still hungry. I want to do this again sometime. When are you free? Okay, very simple. Getting food to go unless you order it, you know what I'm saying? And you got to order that afterwards. You know what I'm saying? After y'all done ate and he done paid for the food, right? And then you can say, oh, well, you know what? I would like to get this to go. You know what I'm saying? That way you're not expecting him to do it. And he's like, well, dang, I just fed you. Oh, well, this is actually for lunch tomorrow. This is my favorite restaurant. And I don't know when the next time I'll be over here. But tomorrow for work, I'm going to have this to-go meal right here for lunch. So, and I got that. No problem. You should have told me, girl. I could have, no, give me that. Give me that. How much? You know what I'm saying? But if he like, oh, all right, then I'm going to holler at you. You be like, ooh, child, no, you won't, honey. Bye. Okay. Siren, what are some great conversations for a date night? Ooh. Credit. Okay. How valuable is credit to you? Okay. Have you ever fallen behind in your credit? Why? Okay. If he like, well, I had a repo, or I had 2 evictions, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes people do get behind. Some things do, happen. But one thing I know about a masculine energy or a man, okay, a man knows how to, he masters security and stability. That's just the masculine energy. We as women have that same masculine energy that kicks in when it's just us raising our kids. You're going to make sure your kids got a place to stay. Okay, you be down to your last dime, but you gonna make sure them kids got a place to stay. And even if you lose your job or something happen where that money be cut off, you be like, oh Lord, we gotta go to mama house. You gonna make sure you find a place for them kids to stay. You ain't going to be out there in the streets. Even if you have to go to a shelter, you're going to make sure, because that's your masculine energy having to kick in. But see, as women, we also have feminine energy. And our feminine energy kind of like, when we have that masculine energy kicked in, the feminine energy tends to feel a little, blah, blah, blah. She gets a little frustrated because I can't just be feminine. Now I got to be masculine. I got to work hard. I got to pay bills. Okay, that's your masculine energy. I got to make sure that we have a place to stay. I got to make sure that we eat every night. That's your masculine energy. You're doing too much in your masculine energy. So now your feminine energy is like, I'm so emotional. Your feminine energy is all over the place because she can't really nurture the kids. So now while you out working, you're feeling a little guilty because you're like, oh my God, my baby's sick and I had to send her to school because, I couldn't take off. I couldn't afford to take off and, da, da, da. So then it clashes. And then that's when you start to resent your job. You start to hate your job because you want to know why, as women, we tend to hate our job a lot. See, a man can hate his job, but he's steady going, I'm going. And he gonna want to do overtime. Y'all know we be at the clock like this at 4:59, like, ooh, we be ready to get up out of there, we can't stand doing overtime, unless we are in our masculine energy. Once we cross over into our masculine energy, then of course, as women, we like to overwork, okay, and we like to, stay at work late and things of that nature. But when you got kids at home, honey, you don't give a what is going on. I got to get home and feed them. So it's like that's what causes us as women to hate our jobs a lot, because it requires us to be in a frequency that is not natural for us, right? So, Lord, what was the question? Conversations, okay, for a date night, okay. We talked about the credit. If he does not maintain a stable credit score. Now, his credit score can be low. Let's say his credit score is 520. Okay. Let's say his credit score is 520. But it's because he maybe have his mortgage, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes your credit score can be low because you may have too much credit, you know what I'm saying? Even though everything is paid on time, you can still have that low credit score, you know? So it's like, why is his credit score? Now, if you got repos and evictions and collections and things of that nature, do you have anything in collection? I understand things can be late sometimes, you know, sometimes we can forget, right? Sometimes we just don't have it, but do you have anything in collections? Okay. So yes, we have to learn how to pull all of that type of information out of him as much as you possibly can on that first date, because when you ask those healthy questions, you know, you can see, all right, is this somebody who can, you know, be in that masculine energy so that I can be in my feminine energy? The last thing we want to do is be in a relationship and still have to be in your masculine energy. A man, as he come into your life, he's supposed to take away, he's supposed to balance that out. Okay, now I have a man in my life. Okay, you could come and you can, you know, provide for me and the kids so I can raise. This is how a family is supposed to build, right? Now, granted, a woman can work. We're not saying that a woman can't work, but a woman shouldn't have to be forced to work. Okay, that shouldn't be her priority. She shouldn't have to help you pay the bills and create a stable foundation. The man is supposed to create or pay the necessary bills, okay? He's going to make sure that the rent or the mortgage is paid. He's going to make sure that the homeowner's insurance or renter's insurance is paid. He's going to make sure the life insurance and health insurance is paid. He's going to make sure the car insurance is paid, okay? He's going to make sure the water bill is paid, the gas bill, the light bill. He's going to make sure all of that is stable. So anything that you come in and do as a woman, as you contribute towards the household, it helps it to build up. See, he creates the foundation and you come in and you help it to build up. So whatever you add to that, okay, if you decide, hey, I want to work too. We don't have any kids right now, so I'm going to work at least until we have kids, right? Now, if this is what Siren think is a typical couple. Shout out to everybody who's tuned up into the building. Hey y'all. Hey Shay. Hey girl. Hey y'all. Shout out to everybody who came in and gave me a big old fat thumbs up as well. We're talking about relationships, y'all. And I'm addressing y'all questions. So if you guys want to know, Siren, how do I send you questions? Y'all can send it to me on IG. I think I'm under Siren Cartel, okay, right? Siren Cartel, I think that's what the IG name is, or simply Siren. Let me see what it is, y'all, because I don't want to tell y'all the wrong thing. Y'all, what's my IG? Simply Siren, okay? That's what it is. Simply Siren. You can message me over there and boom, okay? But yeah, shout out to each and every one of you. So what we're talking about, y'all, having these healthy conversations. So what I feel is a typical relationship, okay, is when a man, he has a nice job. It could be a county job. He could be an attorney. You know, he has a good job. And as a woman, it's your role to encourage him to, even if he start out on a job making, let's say he start out making 38,000 a year, right? Now today that ain't, but y'all know what I mean. We're just gonna go with the flow. So if he starts out, let's say making 30, let's say 45, because 38 is a little too low. Okay, let's say he start out making 45,000 a year. Okay. He's going to get y'all a place to stay. He's going to make sure that both of you have a car, transportation. He's going to make sure you're covered with his health insurance. Okay. If he loves you, he may marry you. If not, then, you know, you get your own health insurance if y'all not married. But in certain states, you got the whatchamacallit marriage. Okay. So anywho, he's gonna make sure that the bills are paid, right? So now if y'all don't have any children at this point, okay, and you're working together towards being, you know, together, getting married and things of that nature, now it is your role to encourage him. Hey, baby, are you invested in 401k? What is the 401k at your job? It's your role as the woman to know about these plans and things of that nature, because now he don't know, he just know clock in and go to work, right? That's all he know. He probably ain't even know how to set up health insurance, okay? So you got, hey, bring me a copy of y'all investment plans at the company. Y'all, listen, Publix, bomb investment, okay? Money. So not only is he making money today for y'all, but he's also making money for y'all future. If you are with a man and he has a good job and you don't know what his 401k is like over there, if they have it, honey, are you enrolled in 401k? Let me see the plans that y'all have. Let's look at how you can invest at least a portion of your paycheck. Okay. Bay was investing a small portion of his paycheck when he was at Publix. Okay. And when he left there, he had a 5-figure check. No lie. Okay, he wasn't even there that long. I was like, oh, you know, they got a good yeah, get in there. Let's see what it is you need. He left with a 5-figure check, and that was on top of his final paycheck. So as women, we have to definitely motivate them. We have to educate them. Sometimes we have to do the work. Bring the paperwork home. Let me fill it out. Okay. And then you get him investing in those little small things and educating him about, oh, well, let's see. Is it cheaper for us to get insurance with my job or your job? Because he don't know. But honestly, it doesn't matter. I always make sure we get it from his job. Now, granted, Bay has a good job. Okay. They got bomb health insurance. Okay. And pension and all of that stuff. So you want to educate your man to get with a company that offers a pension. Okay. What is their pension? They don't have a pension. Let's go. We got to find you another job. Come on. Because if you won't have your man, your masculine energy, okay, your masculine energy out there just hustling, bustling, and that's all it is. And then when y'all get older, there's no retirement. There's no pension. There's no nothing. It's just last check. Oh, hell. You didn't do your job as a woman. Okay, you got to make sure that you are investing in that masculine energy and educating him on all of the appropriate things that he needs to do. Okay, so as you educate him and as you build him and get him all settled up with his job, because maybe you might not be working or whatever. And like I say, I don't think a woman should be made to work, right? Sometimes we have to work because, he ain't get there yet, but just maybe live according to your budget at that time. And then as y'all grow, y'all, make it happen. But, I don't think a woman should be forced to work, especially when you're pregnant and you're having kids and you have to raise kids, because it is imperative that we stay active, especially this day and age. Honey, I'm going to tell you, I'm so grateful I'm not raising nobody's babies during this time right here. I'm so glad I got out the game when I did, okay? Because these new generation kids, honey, you got to stay home with them. You got to stay on top of them, honey. I mean, you really, truly do. Like, they need a lot of guidance because social media is taking over. That's the new parent, okay? It's like, damn what you say. These kids don't even like eating food, honey. They want Uber Eats, honey. What the? Are we investing in Uber Eats, honey? We need to maybe look into, what I'm saying? Whatever you do or use the most, that's what you need to invest into. But anywho, so yes, that's like the typical type of relationship. That's what we're supposed to be. And if we so busy working a job and we tired when we come home, then we don't have time to invest in, making him that higher man. Hey, honey, they have a management position at your company. You've been out there for 5 years now. I went on the website and it says they have a management position open in your department. I think you need to apply for that. Now, see, he probably so busy just going to work, and coming home that he ain't even paying attention to that. Now, if you with a man who's like, nah, I ain't really into, I don't want to listen. You definitely you ain't into promoting yourself. You're not into making more money. You know what I'm saying? You're not into this. Whatever it is that he can do to make more money, to bring in more money, you're going to have to be the one to, give him that advice. It kind of gives waiting to exhale. When she say, I'm the one helped you, I made this business, I invested all that in your business and all of this stuff, and you get to leave. Yes, he get to leave, but you get half. So who put the hell with it? Okay. Bust it down the middle. It is what it is, right? You get half. So no stress on that. Now, you still have to definitely build him and make him, and encourage him. Some men don't need that much encouragement, but they definitely need a lot of support. They need a lot of emotional support. You definitely got to keep him happy. Okay. You got to make sure you know how to cook, take you some cooking classes, go on YouTube, whatever it is, become the best cook in the world that you can possibly be. Okay. You got to keep yourself sexy, right? You got to make sure that when he come home, he ain't coming home to no bonnet and no dang on slides, honey. All right. You got to make sure when he come home, it's like, damn, girl. You really got to give him that type of energy. So it's like, he gonna love to come home to you. Now you're gonna have to invest in yourself. You're gonna have to invest in working out, y'all. We can't be lazy women right here looking, oh, because he been with you all this time. Listen, you gotta make him want to come home to you. Make him be happy to come home to you, not miserable. Okay, you looking all regular and average, all right? Especially when you ain't gotta work, honey. When he come home, you want to look good. Okay, you want to make him feel good. You want to have that house clean and smelling good and stuff like that, or as clean as you possibly can. Okay, and you just got to stay on top of yourself. Excuse me. Okay. So when you are on a date with a guy, you want to ask him, are you looking for a marriage? Are you looking to, how long do you want to date somebody before you, desire to marry them? You know what I'm saying? And you got to make sure you let him know, listen, well, I don't look to date anybody beyond 2 years. I mean, after 2 years, I feel like we either gonna go all the way or we not, period. And some people be like, oh, well, I'm cool with that. You'll know. Okay, after 2 years, if he run out and be gone, if he run out on you and be gone, then you'll know. Okay. So you want to ask him those type of questions. His children, what is his relationship like with their mother? You don't ever want to ask about the exes. Now, baby mamas, yes. Ex-wives, yes. But girlfriends, no. Don't even entertain. If he talk about an ex-girlfriend, that's a red flag. Okay. If he bring up, that means he might still have some feelings for her, because you don't have about 500 ex-girlfriends, but you steady talking about this one right here. You know what I'm saying? So that's a red flag that he may still, text her, or he may still be in, communication with her, which means she's competition as well. Okay. So you definitely want to ask about baby mamas. Okay, what is your relationship like with the mother of your children? What is the co-parenting? How is co-parenting? Things of that nature. How do you feel about women with children? If you have children, how do you feel about, a woman with children? Because you're gonna tell if he got kids and he don't have a good relationship with his kids, definitely you don't want to have no kids from him, because you already see what he's like as a father. Okay. Because a real father would definitely prioritize his role in his kid's life. I don't care what life is throwing at him. He's going to prioritize his role in his kid's life. All right. So you definitely want to ask questions about that. His credit, his income. You guys ask him, are you late? How many times have you been late on your bills? How many times have you been late on your rent? Because I'm telling you, before a bank give him a credit card, they gonna ask him all them questions. You ain't giving him no credit card, but you giving him your soul. You giving him access to your portal. So you got to be able to ask them same questions. Okay? If a man got a nice car, okay, so I see you out there and you driving that nice little Bentley truck. What is the payment like? So he's going to be happy to tell you, oh, well, I pay like $2,200 a month for that. Okay. So $2,200 a month. What do you make? You must be making some really good money. Oh yeah, I probably, on a month, I probably make about $4,800 if I do overtime. So overtime is a guarantee. So let's take it down to $4,000. So half of what you make is going strictly towards a car payment, which means $2,000 a month, maybe left over, $1,800 a month left over. What bills are you paying? So you don't look like you paying your credit card bills or any other bills, because you're too busy paying this car so you could drive around and show off for people. So now you see how he is when it comes to his finances. Okay. Oh, no. We don't want a man who's horrible when it comes to his finances. You want to know, how do you feel about gambling or, Cash Street Fantasy 5? Because the last thing you want is somebody who abused the lottery system, who always at, the store buying lottery tickets and stuff every time they get paid and things of that nature, hoping to win big and things of that nature, honey. You don't want nobody with no gambling habit. They always at the high loud. I just get a little money on my highlight and then, So, how do you, do you have any habits and things of that nature? You want to know, right? You want to ask those healthy questions. Okay, we talked about, is he there for you or your child? Okay. I don't want to go on that. Red flags on a date. Child, red flags on a date. Him on the phone. Okay, if he got his phone, one thing I can't stand is for a man to get his phone and put on the table. Why you ain't put that in your pocket somewhere? Put it on the side. Like, you ain't gotta have it on the table like it's a dang on prize. Like, I don't like a man who always got his phone. He always got to have it like it's a part of him. I cannot stomach that part. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, put your phone away. I don't like that. That just seemed like it's nothing about you that say you getting emails right now that you need to answer. Like, if you sitting there with maybe like a CEO, an executive, an executive, a CFO, a boss or something like that. First of all, I wouldn't really expect that from him because I'm like, dang, you ain't got no assistant. You can't even go on a date. You ain't got no assistant to answer your emails and things. Like, what type of role are you? What type of boss are you? You handling things, on your own like this. You don't have a team. So I don't like a guy who's always in his phone. To me, that's a red flag. Okay. He seemed to be a little distracted and he should be all into you. Like, he should be looking at you. He should be, wanting to look at your every move, just watching you, studying you, because that's what a man does. That's what the masculine energy does. When you see that lion go out there and he see that little baby deer or that deer, he's studying it. You know what I'm saying? Because he know that's where he going. He looking at his every move. He's sitting there, he watching and just paying attention to everything. That's what a real masculine energy is going to do. He's going to study your every move. He's going to be seeing, can I make this one my wife? Is she wifey material? He gonna watch the way you chew, okay? He's gonna listen to the way you talk. He's gonna look at the way you sit. He's gonna look at your whole outfit. He's gonna be checking you out. He's going to be peeping the scene and reading the room, okay? So you best believe he's gonna be taking everything in about you. So you definitely got to make sure you're taking everything in about him as well. Okay, let me see if you guys have any questions. Anybody have any questions that y'all want to? Another red flag, I like a man to smell good. If he doesn't smell good, he doesn't really care about his hygiene too much. A real man, when he meets you, especially for the first time and go out on a date with you, he wants to smell good. They don't always do that. That could be something you introduce them to. Because I know when I met Bae, y'all love Bae, but Bae, I'm gonna have to put you out there. Bae had some I think it was damn Michael Jordan. Child, you know how you get that little gift pack from Family Dollar? I think it was a damn Michael Jordan cologne, child. I remember when we first moved in together, honey, and he brought his stuff. Child, he came home. I had done threw all that away. Okay. Oh, but it was gifts from his kids, though. I ain't gonna lie. I think he had like Hugo balls. Remember Curve? Yeah, Curve, all that stuff. I love a man who smells good. I love a man who, his clothes are clean and creased and things of that nature. I love a man in clean shoes, okay? Because a man who put forth that effort into himself is somebody who's definitely going to make sure that, he creates a stable foundation, okay, for you. However, if he put that much energy into himself, he's going to put a lot more of that energy into you, okay? Red flags on a date if he show up high or if he got to leave to go smoke. Oh, if he got to leave to go smoke a cigarette or if he show up and he smell like, an ounce of it. All right. That's a definite red flag. Teeth, make sure his teeth got to be clean. Okay. Nothing caked up in there. Oh, pay attention to his teeth, you guys. And wondering eyes. If a guy look at you when he talk to you, like if I'm on here and I'm just like this, yeah, y'all, because if he, it's like that's very distracting to me. Okay. I like about somebody who can look at me when you're talking to me, let's connect. If a guy feels uncomfortable with connecting with you like that, then that's a definite red flag. And guys who are watching, you can, roll reverse. Okay. Y'all already know how I go. Just roll reverse. So hygiene, conversation, does he pull your seat out? Does he seem concerned? Because any man who's going to pull your seat out, that's a man who's going to be concerned about you. Okay. He's going to be very protective of you as well. So I look for, that type of etiquette. I look to see if he if he's sitting up there like this, with his elbows, if he leaning back too much, like, you're a little too relaxed, okay? I need you to sit up, be comfortable, and be alert. Because if he's a little too, that's lazy. That gives a sign of laziness, okay? And then you want to see where it is that he's crossed, okay? If his hands are crossed, that means he could be. If he sit like this a lot, you know what I'm saying? He could be a little stingy. All right. So you want to pay attention to that. You want to see if his legs are crossed, if he, a masculine energy will cross his ankle at the knee. Okay. That's how they'll sit with their legs crossed. That's a masculine energy. If you look at the way, if you look at that from a certain perspective, it looks like a square. That's a masculine energy. That's a foundation. That's what the masculine energy does. It sets a healthy foundation. So if he does have his legs crossed, his ankle, okay, of one leg should be over the knee of another, and that should make a perfect square if you look at it. Okay, but if a man is crossing his ankles, like his feet is crossed at the bottom, honey, oh child, no, he doesn't feel stable. Okay, he does not feel stable. He may not make the best moves when it comes to his finances. And if he's shaking his legs, oh child, he's horrible with money. He wastes money, he lose money. He's not the, it's like he throw his money away. Okay, if you see him shaking his leg a lot, or you know what I'm saying, if he rocks or something, he's just, it's too many emotional issues going on. He may have inner child issues. He may have childhood trauma. If he rock a lot and things of that nature, he may be a little too, emotional. Okay. So I'm gonna stop it right there, y'all, because we could go on and on and on. Like I said, if you guys have any questions you want me to address in regards to relationship, y'all can message me over on IG under Simply Siren. Thank you guys for coming in and tuning into your girl on the Siren Speak show. I appreciate you. If you want to join my Patreon, go over to patreon.com and find me under I think it's Simply Siren over there, or Siren Speak. I don't even know what it is on Patreon, but y'all know y'all can find me because I'm the only siren in the world, okay, with it spelled SIGHREN. Y'all go over there and find your girl. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Patreon. You guys got me up next. Peace out, y'all.